Hi, I'm Nina and I make videos about thrifting, making outfits, and other things that I like in fashion. If you want to see my day-to-day outfits, I try to put them over on my Instagram stories almost every day. And right now we're at the thrift store, gonna do a little thrift with me. I am looking for sweaters with fun necklines because I realized sweaters and tops, like long sleeve tops with fun necklines. I realized most of my sweaters and tops are like a crew neck or a boat neck. This sweater is a exception. But like turtleneck or mock neck sweaters, anything with a V-neck or a polo, I think it's just fun to layer different necklines on top of each other for this time of year. And I would love to have more pieces to experiment with that. And I'm also gonna be looking for lightweight jackets, like a trench coat or a barn coat, as well as a black leather bag with silver studs, or just like a bag that has a little bit of like edge to it. That is kind of something that I've really been craving in a lot of outfits. So I'll peruse through the bottoms and shoes. I'm gonna try to be quick, but really focusing on like tops and jackets and bags. So let's go see what we can find. Starting in the sweaters, I found this like marled yarn that felt like a cotton wool blend. It looked like it was handmade, and I love the little collar on it, the big single button, but the shaping on it looked like it could be kind of iffy, but it was just so sweet and so unique. Such a good layering piece, thinking about necklines and all of that, so I had to add it to the cart. Next, this gray turtleneck. It was short sleeve, but I love the idea of having a gray turtleneck under a button-up, especially I have this bright blue one, and I just think a turtleneck under a button-up looks so cool, so chic. It's definitely inspired by the rose styling for this fall, and I was just like, why did I never think of that before? Such a good way to play with little necklines. Now, 100% cashmere, and this was like pretty heavy, thick cashmere. Really beautiful in a natural color. Looked like it was going to be pretty fitted. Had kind of a wide turtleneck, but I love the idea of unrolling this to have it be almost like a funnel neck. Next, this crew neck sweater, which I'm not supposed to be looking for or even looking at that hard, but I really loved the like kind of in between a periwinkle and a blue color. The knit of it, for some reason, this uneven cotton yarn I have such a weakness for in sweaters, and this just looked like it was going to be oversized in exactly the right way. Okay, now this is kind of weird, this like short sleeve sweater from BCBG, and it feels very 2000s to me. The shape of it is kind of weird, but I feel like this with an oversized white t-shirt underneath and some like cool jeans and a belt could be very cool, and like I would save on Pinterest someone wearing this, but I'm not sure if it's just like maybe too cool for me, but like the idea of it is there. All right, another sweater with that kind of yarn with a boat neck, which again, I'm not supposed to be looking at. But this one had a really similar silhouette, and it was so cute. Little 3/4 length sleeves, which I love. Vintage tag, made in USA. And I just thought this was so, so adorable. But I made myself leave it behind because I couldn't have too many crew neck / boat neck sweaters in the cart. Now another one, another crew neck one. This was 100% wool, and it was really, really heavy weight, and just reminds me of something that James Street Co. would put out right now. Like this super chunky knit. The color of it was so beautiful. It was this muted kind of dusty blue marled with almost like beigey tones in it, and it was just so, so good, such high quality, so I did have to put it in the cart. Now this V-neck, I love the big hem and the split on the bottom. The shape of this sweater over a boat neck top I think would be so, so perfect for this fall. Like such a good layering moment. Even like a turtleneck could be really, really cool. I love the tan, easy to style, just such a good piece. Now this little Henley sweater, I absolutely adored the neckline and the little Henley buttons on. I like the raglan sleeves. Honestly, the whole silhouette of this I just thought was like so, so precious. But unfortunately, it is just a color that I know I'm not going to reach for. Now, this little Tommy Hilfiger snap top turtle or mock neck sweater with the ribbing on the side, so it feels like a little bit sporty in red, my favorite color. This was so, so tempting, and I like, again, thinking about necklines, love the snaps on this. Like, it's just so unique and gives you more styling options, but this seemed like it was going to be a little too big for me, so I did leave it behind. Now, this is another sweater, vintage Gap, where I just absolutely love the design of this sweater. Like this feels like such a classic vintage sweater. I love that the sleeves are wide, like they're not too small with the rest of it being oversized. It doesn't seem like it's going to go in too much on the bottom. And I love all the cabling. It just feels so perfectly like easy fall, super, super cute. Now here's another thick knit one. This is LL Bean, made in USA, so I think it must be vintage. And it was $5 in this incredible like muted teal color. Again, a super, super heavy knit, and you could just feel that it was such high quality, so well made. It was 100% cotton, and it had like this slightly mock neck feel. Again, this really, really reminds me of something that James Street Co. would be putting out recently, like this with a belt and a good jean, just perfect. So this is another one that reminds me of James Street Co., but unfortunately you could tell the materials weren't great because of how the fabrication of it just kind of like got really pilly and kind of weird. But I loved the huge hem on the neckline and the really big ribbing on the sleeves and everything too. Now this was so beautiful. This pale blue Angora blend turtleneck sweater. And again, it had that kind of like really dramatic turtleneck that you could leave up for more of a funnel neck moment. And I just love the mohair texture of this. I think it's so pretty with this color. Now this little v-neck, this is what I'm talking about. It has almost like a shrunken fit the way it comes in on the bottom. It was 100% merino wool. I love the like tight little v-neck, and I love the idea of this because it has the cinching on the bottom with a little white baby tee, and you have like 3/4 of an inch of the baby tee sticking out on the bottom, and then you have a really tight like crew neck neckline on top. I think is so good with this. Another v-neck. This is Old Navy. It was 100% wool, and if this didn't have a bunch of moth holes in it, I would have had to bring it home with me because I just love it. It had like little rolled hems on the sleeves and the bottom, the super wide v-neck, and raglan sleeves, and I just love a raglan sleeve on a men's sweater. Now these pants, I was not looking for pants, but these were so cute with the big button details, wide leg, little cuff on the bottom. Like, someone is going to come out with pants similar to these right now. I don't know if it's going to be Aritzia, I don't know if it's going to be Peachy Den, but someone is going to do something similar to this because the big buttons, they kind of mimic the buttons we see on peacoats, and the wide leg is so right now in like a low to mid rise. Just such a good trouser. These are so cool. They were brown leather boot cut pants from Moda International. Unfortunately, they were too small for me. Now in the vest, this vintage faded glory, which I have such a weakness for. This denim vest was so sweet. And again, just thinking about like layering pieces for this fall, I love the way that this would look peeking out of a wool trench coat. I think that would be so cool, just having a little bit of the denim vest, and that way you don't have the bulk of a denim jacket underneath, but you get the effect of it with the layering. Now for some reason this fleece vest was doing something for me also, like this layered under a leather jacket. I think it's the stand collar that really like drew me in, but I think it's so sweet. And again, I just envision it sticking out of a leather jacket with like a simple t-shirt or something underneath, and you're good to go. Here's another one of the stand collar that again, I just got so into. I think I'm just a vest person now because this was so sweet. It was in like a deep red velour fabric, but I really liked that the quilting on it was a grid and not like diagonal or shaping, just a simple grid with the satin trim. And again, this under a jacket, perfect for this fall. Now this, best vest by far. It felt like real suede and sheepskin. I love the cut of it. I like that the sheepskin is almost this like gray brown color too, a little bit unconventional, but it is so cool. But honestly, at this point in the thrift, I was feeling kind of cranky, and so I was really debating on if I should grab this or not. I was like, oh, I don't know. Am I gonna wear it that much? Like, I think it is really cool, but I don't know. Thank goodness I did grab it and stick it in the cart because it is, just look at it, it's so cool. Now this trench coat, perfect, just like simple raglan sleeves. I loved the buckles, vintage London fog tag, so cute. And it didn't seem like it was going to be way too big because this was in the men's section. So I freaked out when I saw this and had to immediately put it in my cart before someone else could grab it. Now in the shoes, I cannot believe I found these. They're almost brand new New Balances. They did have like one mark on the fabric of them, or like the suede, but I'm fine. I'll figure out how to clean it off. But these are just so cool. Now these fuzzy vintage Nine West clogs with a real wood sole. I'm just so into a studded clog, and I've been looking for the perfect ones for me. But these were so fun. They were just like a little bit too high of a heel. Otherwise, just so cute, very 2000s, and I love the little fur. Now these gloves, so obsessed with. Dark brown, $2.99, but they have the original tag from Saks Fifth Avenue still attached. I can't believe it. They were super, super soft. I love the brown that they're in, and they really remind me of that one pair of paloma wool long gloves. So I definitely had to add these to the cart. Now, this rain bonnet. I think this is so weird, but so cute and fun. But I thought this was just so sweet, so I had to grab it. Now, I saw this skirt on my way out, and I was like, ooh, knit black skirt, that's cute. Oh, Eileen Fisher. Oh, new with tags. So I did have to grab this because I was like, this is such a high quality piece, so easy to wear, and I feel like it's just going to be super flattering because it's just a fitted knit skirt, like will be the easiest thing to style. So that is everything I found. Now let's head home and I'll show you what I ended up buying. Hey, I'm back from the thrift store, and it was a very successful and also unsuccessful thrift. So I didn't find long sleeve tops or sweaters, which is what I was really hoping to find, but I found some really, really cool pieces that I'm really excited about and were kind of unexpected, some good layering stuff, and a couple sweet like home / hobby things. So I'll start with the home stuff because that'll be quick. And the first thing I grabbed was this little piece of art that looks like it was like hand painted on silk or something like that. I love the color, I think it's so beautiful. And it's just like, the frame needs to be cleaned off, like the glass is kind of dirty, but it's just such a sweet little piece of art to hang up in our apartment, and I am so, so excited to put it up. Then the other thing I grabbed were this really nice set of colored pencils, which you can see it's all shiny because it's still new, covered in plastic. And this was only $7. Normally this set of colored pencils is like $80 or something like that, because I like to draw and do like visual art stuff for fun. And I am just so excited about these. It's such a nice colored pencil set, and I can't wait to use them to make some colorful little drawings. For the fashion pieces, I'll start with accessories because I got some good ones. So I got these like elbow length brown knit gloves. I don't know if they're cashmere. Oh my gosh, I thought they were wool. 100% cashmere. They're new with the old Saks Fifth Avenue tag, and it looks like the tag is pretty faded. I think they're so beautiful. They remind me of the paloma wool, really long gloves, and like when I put them on, they just look so cool. What's in my, oh, that's the other thing I'm gonna show you. Like, they just feel so chic. I don't know why I'm really into like an extra long glove right now, but I love that. Like also with, I feel like 3/4 length sleeves, jackets we're starting to see more of in the little peacoats and stuff. And so something like this coming out of a 3/4 length sleeve is so, so cool. And just like a little bit different than the next accessory I got is this vintage little rain bonnet. It looks like it's from like the 90s from the packaging to me. Here, I'll try to get this too. Come on, focus. There we go. And I am just so excited about it. Actually, it's funny, like a year or two ago, I was looking at literally these, not from this brand, from a different brand, on Etsy. They're just so fun, and I think it's so, so cute. It just feels very like 1950s, 1960s to me, to like have your hair all covered in a little rain bonnet, and it like ties under the chin, and it's just so cute, and it's like kind of weird and unique. But I think also, since like I think balaclavas and hooded stuff are going to continue to be trendy, there's just like a very different vintage inspired way of doing that same thing for when it's rainy, which feels perfect for fall. The next thing I found were these New Balance sneakers that look like they've barely been worn. They're the 990, and they're so nice. I love the look of a New Balance sneaker. A while back, I was really thinking about getting like this exact model from New Balance. I feel like people are starting to move away from New Balance and go more towards like Asics or whatever, but I still really like the design of like a New Balance, just kind of classic dad sneaker. And I am just so excited that I found these. I feel like I'm gonna get so much good wear out of them. And they were $10.79, which feels kind of expensive for the thrift store, but like for these sneakers feels so, so reasonable to me. But then the last thing I got, which I'm probably the most excited about, I think is so cool, is this sheepskin vest. There's no tag, so I can't be like 100% sure it's sheepskin. It feels like genuine suede and like wool sheepskin on the inside. I think the cut is so, so cool. It feels very modern. It doesn't have a tie or anything. It's just, or like a zip or buttons. It's just collar and then straight down. And with how much I've been thinking about layering, this is such a perfect piece for that. And I'm doubly excited because I have been wanting something like suede and shearling, and I've been looking at jackets for the last couple of years, but I have a like dark brown shearling jacket I thrifted that I absolutely love. And it's like in the style of shearling jacket that I really like. And so I was like, I don't want to just buy the exact same jacket in a tan. And so I feel like this is gonna perfectly fill that hole and that like craving that I've been having for a tan shearling kind of element. So good for layering like this under a leather jacket and you're set for like winter. But for this time of year, just this over a t-shirt or something is so good. And I'm just so excited I found this. Like I literally, I'll try it on right now to show you guys how it fits. I like it with this outfit. I tried it on in the thrift store and looked in the mirror and I was like, wait, why does this like work? Why do I need this jacket in my life? So it's just so cute, like with the little collar coming up from the sweater. And I love how boxy it is, but it's not like crazy oversized. I love the crew neckline and that angle just coming down. Like, I just think I'm so excited about this. And I think also if I wanted to add something to this, I could always just get some like suede string and just add like a tie here and a tie here if I wanted to be able to wear it more closed. But honestly, I really like it just kind of like this, so it flares out a little bit. But I can't believe I found this. I am so freaking excited about it. I think it is so cool. It was $10.99 and I honestly can't believe it. Literally, when I was walking, I was debating this when I saw it on the rack. I was like, I don't know. It seems really cool, but like, should I get it? And I was like, at the point in the thrift where I was like a little bit cranky, but like knew I needed to keep going because there was like more good stuff ahead. And so I was like, oh, should I grab it, should I not? And so I stuck it in my cart and I'm like, okay, we'll see. I'll just carry it around with me. And then literally 2 minutes after that, I had this in the top of my cart and a girl comes over to me and she's like, oh my gosh, that is such a good find. And that just solidified it for me. I was like, yes, this is gonna, I at least have to try this on. This is such a good find. It is so cool. And I am just so freaking excited about it. So that is everything I found, everything I got today. If you liked this, give it a little thumbs up. If you have ideas for styling these, like please share them. I feel like a lot of these pieces will kind of go with everything because they're neutrals. But if you have any specific ideas, like please send them my way. I'm always looking for new outfit ideas. And if you aren't subscribed yet, please subscribe so you can see more thrift videos like this, outfits videos, and some little trend predictions, that kind of stuff that I like to talk about too. If you want to see my day-to-day outfits, check out my Instagram. I try to put on my stories like almost every day, and sometimes I'll do little like sneak peeks of what I found at the thrift on my stories too. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.